I'm a communicator. I'm a storyteller. So I'm very audience participation. I'm going to ask you a question in a sec. And I just want you to shout out the answer. Fact. America has unprecedented wealth, prosperity, opportunities, medical, technological advances. Problem. We are the most unhappy people in the history of humankind. So, here's your question. Why? For George Clooney's home phone number. Why? It's area code 310. Come on, interactive here. What'd you say? No challenge. No, Bill Sessions, that's a symptom. That's not the cause. Ooh, you're so stinking close. But give me more. Oh, you're all close, but you're circling it. That's not the core issue. Did you say global warming? What? Overworked. You and I need to talk later. That's why, exactly. Exactly. I want you to be present, be here, be now. Okay, the answer is da-da-da-da-da-da.
So I got a congressman telling me to come up to the microphone. I have to obey. I'm still in the Navy. No, priorities, right?
Is your name Kevin?
Kent, yeah.
Kent. We met last night, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm Kent Werner. I'm at Johns Hopkins in Baltimore. I'm also a dad of 2 kids. And
okay, now, you got to make this quick. I have a very little amount of time,
I'm just going to say...
What's the answer?
The answer is you spend too much time doing the wrong things.
Ooh. It's because we don't know our own story. We don't pay attention to our own lives anymore. We're not introspective anymore. We have collective ADHD as a culture. Do you agree? We don't know what we believe. We don't know our beliefs, which are based on our early memories and experiences. And we have no clue what our true values are anymore. The cause, I think, Maria, is the media. The media is invasive, incessant. I know, I feel like a Judas up here. Sam, work with me here. It's because we live in homes without walls. The media is invasive, incessant, intrusive, and biased. And also, Ralph Nader told me something really cool one time. He said that corporations have become our families. I agree with that, don't you, Tori? Because nobody's home anymore. And the corporations, of course, are trying to sell us their materialistic stuff with the promise of it'll make us happier, when all it does is make us feel empty, ennui, and unsatisfied. So I'm going to, because we are here to share ideas and stories, I have an idea. I'm going to ask you while you're here, and when you're listening to everybody else's stories, I'm going to ask you to start thinking about what the heck is your story. In other words, what are your beliefs based on your memories and experiences, and what do you really value? And the reason this is important is any kind of success for you all without personal fulfillment is still, come on, Barry Sheck, failure. Yeah? It's like he who has the most toys wins. No. He's the one who's happy wins. Now, I'll tell you mine. If you'll tell me yours, I think intimacy is into me you see. So here's how you go about figuring out. You like that, Ed? When I said I'll show you mine if you'll show me yours, I didn't mean anything bad, Susan. I'm just talking about just to get you started while you're taking a walk on the beach, being introspective. I'm going to ask you, Frank, to start thinking about what are your beliefs. For instance, my mom is a sort of source of great unhappiness for me. She's never told me she loves me. She never says she's proud of me. No birthday cards, no Christmas cards, zero zip zilch. So, because it was making me unhappy, I started to look at her story. I kind of became a detective. Barbara's a psychologist. She knows how important this is. I went back to my family of origin and looked at my mom. When she was 11, her mom went in the bathroom and shot her dad. And then her mom, my grandmother, left town the next day with her lover. Big whoops. So, of course, mom is left to be raised by her grandmother in a whole zoo of misfit adults. So I give my mom a break. I mean, I could put you all out of business if people would start doing this work, Barbara. If you start, sort of being a casual observer and step back and start figuring out what your beliefs are, how you got here, what your early memories and experiences were, what makes you tick. And then I was so curious, I went back to my grandfather, found out, I even looked at the death certificate, found out that when he was 7, his daddy locked the doors and windows, turned the gas on, and tried to kill him. He was 7, and his little 5-year-old brother, and he hung himself. There was nothing that my granddaddy at the time could do, but he did see his dad hanging from the rafter. So, okay, newsflash,